Hi, I'm Jack Hodgins. I'm here to talk about the Phantom 3, which is obviously, I missed the live show, but obviously I'm catching up. So I thought I'll leave it for a bit, let everything sort of calm down, and I'll go through it. I've been watching quite a few times on what we're getting on the Phantom 3. And this is my view on the Phantom 3. So I'll make this really simple and basic. They've taken the Inspire 1, the light bridge, all that technology, and they've shoved it into the Phantom 2 shell, and now that's what they call Phantom 3. So the shell, same, landing gear, everything you see here is what the Phantom 3 looks like. Apart from they've got different colours, labels, I think it's like gold and stuff. They've got like Phantom 3 written on here and stuff. Now, everything in Inspire 1, including the light bridge technology, the sonar sensors, all been thrown onto the Phantom, okay? So the Phantom shape is exactly the same as the Phantom 2, there's no difference. The shell's the same, the look, the design is exactly what you're seeing here. What you're seeing here is in theory what the Phantom 3 looks like, okay? So the game changers are new motors, okay? So I think they've got more powerful motors, but they didn't say what type of motors they are, but they are more powerful motors. Inside, no longer the NASA stuff, it's all light bridge all the way, okay? Legs are still the same. The camera looks the same, but when you look directly at the camera on the new Phantom 3, it's 4K recording, so they've now redesigned the camera at the front, so it looks slightly different. But instead of when you record from the Phantom 2, you always get that curvature of the earth sort of type shot. Now with the new camera, a bit like the Inspire, you don't get that curvature. You actually get what you see when you take photographs, that nice straight looking sort of shot. So they've taken the Inspire camera and thrown it into the Phantom again, creating a new design camera. Comes in two models, Advanced and Pro. Advanced, I think the Advanced is Pro version is 4K. The Advanced version is the 1080p recording, which has got more higher frame rates than before. So you've got improvement on that. And then under its belly, if you notice on the Phantom 2, you've got all this spare space at the back. That now has the sonar sensors. There's three sort of detectors on the back there, so that will detect low flying to the ground. So it does very much like what the Inspire does. When it's flying low, you use the sonar sensors to know where it is, so you get nice solid flying indoors or low to ground shots. If you lose GPS, then obviously the sonar kicks in, so it sort of stabilises itself a bit like the Inspire 1 does. They've improved on the GPS, so now it will connect to more satellites, more improved GPS, making it much more solid than the Phantom 2. The other thing they've also done on the game changer is obviously redesign the battery, so it's still a smart type battery like you do see in the Phantom 2, but obviously a bit more flight time. I think it's about, they say 23 minutes, but when I get my hands on one, we're going to put that for the test, okay? Apart from everything else, it all looks the same. I think the props, they didn't say too much about the props. More the motors, they did change. I don't know if they changed the props. Props look very much similar to the Phantom 2, but in theory, that's what they've done. So they've kept the same model. I mean, to be honest, if they re-change the model, like I said before, the videos I've done before, if they change the design, it will no longer be called a Phantom. So they've kept with the Phantom. And I like what they've done. I think it's fantastic because it's smaller than the Inspire, so it can get into smaller spaces, fly in smaller places. Because I've like flown my Inspire 1 indoors, and when you because it's such a big quad, when you fly it, what you thought in a room size, it makes room look smaller because of the size of the quad. But a Phantom, when it's in the same size room, because it's smaller, it feels like you are flying in a larger room. So so that would be great. I mean, they merged everything over, so fantastic on that side. So really Phantom, and they've changed the controllers because they've got the original controller, they've scrapped all that, it's all gone now, go. And now you've got the new super sexy controller, same bit like the Inspire 1 has. They look exactly the same. I think they've slightly changed colour design on it, but it's exactly the same. Light bridge installed, it's got the same buttons, it's got the return home, it's got the same controllers, rechargeable battery, all the buttons on here and back buttons on here as well. You've got all those because it's using the Pilot app that the Inspire 1 has. I don't know if they redesigned the Pilot app or whether it's the same Pilot app, but obviously detects whether it's a Phantom or Inspire. Because I know just recently the Pilot app's been updated on the Inspire 1. So I wonder if they've created it so it could censor whether you're flying a Phantom or whether you're flying the Inspire, and it changes it slightly to whatever model you're flying. So that would be a good one to find out if they are exactly the same app or whether they are independently different apps. It has the flight logger, because on the Inspire 1 the flight logger is fantastic. It records your flights, So when you go out and you fly, it's a bit like a black box when you're flying around and stuff like that. It actually records your flight. So when you go back and look over the app, I'll do an overall on the app soon to show you what the app looks like. You can see the time you recorded, your location recorded. It takes little snapshots, puts them next to some thumbprints, so it gives you reminders of where you flew. It shows how far you flew, how high you flew, how fast you flew, and also if you click onto it, opens a map up where you're flying, and it shows you all the directions and the patterns you flew. And you can click on the play button and you can see like playback by playback of taking off, landing, we put the gears up, down and so forth. That has all that in the Phantom 3. And also on the app now, so if you actually can't fly because it's bad weather, it has a flight simulator on there for the Phantom 3. So you can now start practicing flying indoors like the Inspire 1 does. It has a flight simulator on there, which is great. So I'm wondering if they did actually physically rewritten the app for the Phantom, but they call it the DJI Pilot app, which is the same as the Inspire 1 is. So I'm wondering if it's the same, but it detects which model you're flying and then changes it. So we'll find out soon when I get my hands on the Phantom, see if that's the case. So new controllers, brilliant. So now you don't have to be stuck with an iPhone or smaller phone. You can now use your tablet, and you don't have to modify anything because obviously the bracket comes on the Phantom 3, allows you to use tablets of any size basically. So that's another good game changer too as well. You're not stuck with or trying to modify your remote control to fit your tablet or make it any bigger. And because it's got Lightbridge, you can actually share the output onto bigger screens. And the other thing as also they've done is you can now live stream from your Phantom straight to YouTube live. That's only going to be good if you've got a decent mobile phone connection on your tablet or your phone, if you're out and about flying and you want to be streaming that live down to YouTube. So that's all down to whether you've got a decent connection on your mobile, and that will consume bandwidth, because anything you stream across your mobile device will consume a lot of bandwidth. So if you're stuck to a 1 gig or 2 gig type of package, you can actually won't realize when you're streaming it live to YouTube, that'll go instantly quick. So that's the only thing is on that side is a downfall, is your data package. But if you've got an unlimited data package, then fantastic, you can stream live whenever you want to. So that's another good sort of feature, but I prefer to record my video, go back, re-edit it and put it up so it's pack up. But if you guys want to stream it live, you have the ability to do that now. They in their opening demo or showing what the Phantom's all about, it actually showed them live streaming to 3 different countries live there and then using the Phantom. So it's a good. I'm not sure whether the records sound, because when they're showing this live streaming across the web, they were actually talking over it as well. So I'm not sure whether that was separate or whether they record sound or not. But not worried about that, because there's no point recording sound when you're in the air, because the last thing you're going to hear is the bloody motors are noisy. But I've noticed they did a shot of this actually at a wedding, where it's actually filming. Bride and groom was just in front. This was just slightly bit back from there, filming the wedding. He's saying his vows, and it was recording. So obviously it's quieter. So the motors they've changed. Obviously, it's much more quieter hovering, because this is quite noisy, and even at this sort of level, it is quite noisy. Last year, can you imagine at your wedding and that buzzing in the background? That's going to be really annoying, especially if you've got a photographer there videoing it. If on another camera having this, it's also going to hear it's hovering that noise in the background. But apparently they flew it into the studios, and it was quite quiet from what I can hear. So it does sound quieter, but once I got my hands on one, that's going to be the best test to see if it is a lot quieter. But that's the game changer. It's just overall game changer. New controller, Lightbridge, new 4K camera and a 1080p camera recording higher frame rates, new motors, better improved battery life, and sonar sensors to make it much better and stable for flying with. Also using Lightbridge, you've got the ability to fly up to 2 kilometers, so much improved on distance as well. So overall, it was great. Pricing, Phantom 2 Advance is, I think it's 1,200 odd quid. The Phantom 2 Pro, no, the Pro's to 1,200 quid, and the Advance is at £999, or a penny short, a pound short of 1,000. So that really suits Joe Public's pocket. Well, it suits my pocket. Where the Inspire one's £2.5 grand, so that's obviously a different ball altogether, basically. So anybody who's running Phantoms, it's much cheaper to upgrade. So if you're going to look at upgrading your Phantom, then I would definitely go with the Phantom 3. If you're looking at going for the Inspire, forget the Inspire. Unless you're in the market to film professionally and sell your footage professionally, then go for the Inspire. But if you're not, you're more for home, playing about, practicing photography and just enjoying photography for your own personal use, I will stick with the Phantom 3. And the other day I was actually teaching somebody to fly the Phantom, and I was carrying my Inspire with me, and that's bloody heavy. I didn't realise on the case, and the case is really nice in your hand, but bloody heavy on your shoulders and your back when you're trekking for a long time. So with the Phantom 3, with all that Inspire technology into there, much easier because they fit in your backpacks. But I'm not sure if well, it's going to come with a case, because they talked about the Phantom case, which is like £249 to buy off DJI's website. So I don't know whether they're bundling that free with it. I don't know, but they did talk about it. But I'm not sure they're bundling it together. But at least it fits in your backpack, much more easier to carry as well with you. The landing gear don't go up. It's very much the same, exactly the same, but obviously a lot of changes to it. But no landing gear up. The cameras don't rotate round, so it's very much point forward or pan up and down. That is it. So well, that's overall the Phantom 3. I mean, I like the idea of the Phantom 3, so I'm going to sell this puppy now, so I can put towards buying that Phantom 3. So if you're out looking to buy a Phantom 2 version 3, let me know. Send me your offers, comment below, and whoever bids the highest, I will actually sell it. So go from there. So until next time, remember guys, fly safe, be safe. If any guys out there that are local to me wants training, or girls wants to be training, want to become drone girls, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to come out to you and teach you and fly with you and get your confidence built up and stuff. Just again, comment below, let me know who you are, or send me an email. My email address is here. And again, you guys got any technical questions, issues, problems with your Inspire or your Phantoms, again, email me below. Don't send me messages through Facebook and stuff, because it's much easier if you all email me, so it's all in one place, so I can then deal with it. So email me below and I will sort and help you out as best I can. So until next time, fly safe, be safe, and drones are good, remember.